Sure.
All right, it's Trent Albert here with When the Smoke Clears, here with bronze medalist and former WBC light heavyweight champion, Alex Gvozdyk. Alex, how are you, bud?
I'm good. Hi, guys.
Good, man. Good,
Perfect.
good. Hey, first of all, I wanted to thank you for taking a few minutes to speak with me today.
Thank you for having me.
No, definitely. Let's get right into it, Alex. First of all, what got you into boxing in the first place? I know your dad was an amateur boxer, correct?
Well, he never been a real boxer. I mean, the serious one. He was visiting the boxing gym. He has a couple fights. I think he even competing on some regional competition, being
Really?
a kid or whatever, 14 years old, something like this. But he always trying to impose boxing to me. You know, like when I was probably like 7 years old, he brought me something. It was like a bag, you know, plastic bag, and something was inside, wrapped in a newspaper. He said like, "This is a gift for you, my son, and you always dreaming about it." I was thinking, "Oh my God, what is that?" It's probably remote control car, you know. And it's just a boxing gloves, and I was so upset because I never really liked boxing. You know, like I was tempted more to something oriental, you know, like a kung fu, karate, and stuff.
Karate, yeah,
and then boxing. So.
And how old were you?
You know, right now.
No, how old were you when he gave you the gloves?
Probably like 7 or 8 years old.
Yeah. So he started you early.
Well, I started boxing at 10, and actually I started from kickboxing because I saw the movie, and I was thinking
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Exactly, and then there you see it's kind of a little bit different from the reality. You know, like
that's right.
They're doing some stuff with the swords. They doing some, you know, meditation and stuff. You know, all those punches with the fingers. I was thinking that's what a kickboxing is.
I want to know, can you do the splits like Jean-Claude?
I don't think so. No. Not even close. No, my flexibility is my problem.
Mine too. Well, that's interesting. So what was it like kind of growing up in the Ukraine at that time when you first started? It was the 90s?
Yeah, it was 90s. Like, look, it was so-called rough 90s. Or tough 90s, but I never felt something like that. You know, like I was, you know, in Ukraine, the most of people living in like apartments, or like in the States, people usually call it like a projects, but it's not necessarily dirty and stuff. It's pretty decent buildings, but I grew up in a house. So I was living like in an area which is like a little village inside the city. So,
really?
And I never felt something like, you know, something what people talking about those times.
That's good.
My childhood was happy and nice.
That's good. That's probably a testament to your parents.
Yeah, probably. You know, like there's a lot of guys who start using some drugs. Yeah, it was there a little bit, but I was probably scared and, you know, more like since I was 10 years old, I was more like a sport-oriented person.
That's good. They teach you discipline. More than anything, sports teach you discipline.
Kinda, yeah.
Correct. Okay, Alex, let's see. It says here you retired, your amateur record was 225-30. Does that sound about right?
It's about right, because I don't know, I cannot tell you the exact number. It's something, you know, around it. You know, yeah, it's about right.
Somewhere close to that. That's a lot of fights.
Well, yeah, normally, you know, like European fighters, amateurs, they all have like a lot of amateur fights. Not in this, like in the States when you have 10 fights and you turn in pro.
They turn pro already.
It's a normal for Europe.
So let me ask you, how was it winning the bronze in the Olympics? I know there was a little controversy. You should have got the silver, but how was it to bring a medal home for your country?
Well, it's cool. It's a biggest achievement at that time, and it was kind of, you know, happiness and a sadness in the same time, because, you know, the alloy could be different, right?
That's
but
right.
In the same time, this thing could happen in the first fight, so I think I felt more happy than sad with the situation.
That's good. You deserve it. Man. That's a hell of an accomplishment. Now, at the time, was Anatoly your trainer in the Olympics?
Well, he never been my trainer officially, But yeah, it's not only mine. He was taking care for the whole team, for Olympic team.
That's
And
good.
again, officially, we had a trainer who was a head coach of the Olympic team, but the whole work and whole job did Anatoly Lomachenko for our team. And I think it's we all have to give him a credit for that, because for this this achievement which our team made on those Olympic Games.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now I know you were in the Olympics with Loma and Usyk. You got any funny stories about these two guys?
Oh man, there was a lot of funny stories there, so I don't even know.
I know
The people
Usyk's
always
a character.
Yeah, like, listen, we were spending most of the time in the training camps. I was living actually with a Usyk in one room. I cannot really specify one specific story which was super funny. It was some stories every day.
Exactly.
Because when you're sitting there somewhere detached from the world, you have to have fun. You have to switch something to not to get crazy, because you're just living there.
Definitely.
So that's what it did.
Had to keep yourself occupied.
For sure.
So both of these guys, Loma just made a big statement, knocking out Nakatani. Were you able to watch the fight?
I was there.
You were there?
I was sitting in the ringside. Yep.
Oh, beautiful, man. Beautiful. That is support. That is support. I like that. And now Usyk, he's got a big test on Anthony Joshua coming up.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think this is the summit of his career.
That's right.
And we'll see. I'm probably gonna go to London to support him as well.
Yeah, London's gotta have a special place in all you guys' hearts, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. I know Usyk.
I also even before the Olympic Games, I have a good history in London, because I was fighting in the final of World Series of Boxing. Yeah, I won my fight. Unfortunately, my team is lost. But anyways, I have a lot of good memories from London.
Beautiful, man. I need to visit someday. I'd love to. My wife, she's into the show Love Island. She watches it all the time.
That's cool.
All right, Alex, let's talk a little bit about your professional career. How long were you trained by Robert Garcia? I know you were with him for a couple fights, right?
Well, look, when I came first to Oxnard, I met Marco Contreras. He was in the gym. And that time, Robert, he was training, I think, Maidana for a rematch against Mayweather. And yeah, officially, Robert was my trainer, and I was working with him pretty long time, I think 4 years. But Robert couldn't, give me as much time as I need, because he was supposed to supervise Maidana, working with him. So maybe like 90% of job did Marco Contreras, but Robert always, every day he was in the gym. Every day he always come and control something, give me a couple rounds on the mids, So I would say maybe first 10 fights, something around 10 fights, I was working with Robert, because he was always in my corner. And I think he's really good trainer, and I always was in a good relationship with him.
He seems like a real great guy. He really does. I watch him a lot on YouTube.
He's definitely a great guy.
He seems
I never
very
saw
humble.
any person who talking shit about him, because there's nothing to talk about.
Exactly.
He's just a great guy.
Exactly. He seems like that type. Definitely. Definitely. And now you linked up with Teddy Atlas towards the end of your career, correct? Tell me a little bit about Teddy, you and Teddy's relationship.
We're in a good relationship, like we're not like, it's not relationship when we're calling each other every day, because I think last time I talked to him maybe like more than a month ago, but I definitely give him a call in a couple days, because
you said his birthday's coming up, right?
Yep, that's correct.
Good deal.
Maybe when I will coming back to States, maybe I will fly to New York. Also, I'll be happy to visit him. He has a nice family. He's a nice, really decent man. So, and legendary trainer.
Definitely. And you may have been his last world champion. That's crazy to think about.
We'll see, because the last time, I think, if I'm not wrong, he was working with Tim Bradley, and he said that's enough. And then somehow he decided to come back, and quite honestly, he told me, maybe that's not it.
Maybe that's not it.
Yeah. But, you know, with Teddy, I think it's more important, not what kind of boxer you are, but what kind of person you are.
Exactly.
It's more important. It's definitely on the first place. This is where everything starts.
That's right.
If this works, then your skills come into play. But
that's right.
In the beginning, he starts from your personality, for sure.
I heard him on his podcast that he came out to visit with you and your family in California, I believe, and spent a few days with you guys just to see what kind of person you are.
Yeah, his first question was, "You married?" "Yes." "Invite me to your family. Let's go to cinema." Okay, kind of weird, you know, weird request from the boxing trainer who see his potential fighter first time, right?
Oh, Teddy.
Oh, he's different. He's different, yeah.
That's right. Sure. Different in the best way possible.
Yep.
You had a legend. You were with a legend.
Yeah.
Now let's talk a little bit about your first fight with Teddy was with Adonis Stevenson, correct?
Yeah.
What was that? December of 2018?
December 1st, yeah.
A few days before my birthday. It was an early birthday. You gave me an early birthday gift that week, Alex.
All right.
We can't talk about the Adonis Stevenson fight.
You didn't like Adonis?
No, I just liked you. I was rooting for you. I wanted you to succeed regardless.
Thank you.
Now, when it came to Adonis, I know after the fight, you know, he did have some brain trauma, but all is well now, which is great. I'm glad to hear it.
It's great, yes, because it's you know, I would say we can call it miracle, because, you know, usually people with those kind of injuries feel not the same as he feels right now. Which is great. Great.
I followed his whole, you know, progression, and I'm glad to hear he's back where he needs to be.
That's perfect.
He was a great champion. What, he held the belt for 5 or 6 years, correct?
I think 6 years, yeah.
6 years, man. I always wish he would have fought Kovalev. He kind of put a sour taste in my mouth when he never fought Kovalev, but I'm glad that
it would be interesting fight.
I'm glad that you got to take the belt. It was in good hands.
Thank you.
Now, after that, you had you had another fight in between that and Beterbiev, correct?
Yeah, I had like one title defense against I think the guy was from France. It's Dudun.
Yeah, he had a French name.
Well, look, we have to be honest. This is just I would say, you know, like promoters give you like a gift. Let's call it gift or tune-up fight. You know, to make some confidence, to gain some confidence, to make some money.
That's right.
That's what Top Rank did for me. Thank you for that.
That's right.
It wasn't a super challenging or difficult fight. Even though being a champion, you're supposed to take all those fights like the most important one.
That's right.
But, you know, if to be realistic, nobody expected any resistance from this guy, and actually, which has never happened.
This was a keep busy fight to get you and Beterbiev.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Now talk a little bit about going into the Beterbiev fight. Were you nervous? This was your first unification fight?
Of course. Look, I don't know who say if you're not nervous that there's some problems.
Something wrong.
Some mental problems. We all feel the same stuff, you know.
That's right.
So yes, of course, I was nervous, and it was again, it was by the time, maybe for my whole career, was my most important fight. Well, definitely. I don't know. Maybe it was fight against Stevenson, because you're supposed to become somebody, world champion. But this was one of them. Yeah.
You had some previous history with in the amateurs with Beterbiev, correct?
Yes, but I didn't pay too much attention for that fight, because when I fought him, I was really grassroots. You know, like I just came for my first tournament in Turkey, and he already been silver world championship medalist in Chicago, and he was a star. He was European champion. He knocked the guy out, Silak, Ukrainian guy who already was, you know, I saw him in Olympic team. You know, I was in a training camp with him, and he was like a leader of our team. So when I was fighting Better Beef, for me it was like something like fighting Muhammad Ali right now. I don't know, like so. And also before our fight, listen, it's not an excuses. I definitely at that time wouldn't beat him because I wasn't ready mentally, physically, and overall. My level was way lower than his. And also, beside of that, we came for the training camp in Turkey. Another guy from Uzbekistan broke my nose. So
really,
yes. So he
that's
always
tough.
saying that he broke my nose, but no, man. I was coming to drink already. My nose was broken. Maybe
Really.
you would. I don't know. But listen, he
Uh-huh.
just threw like a light jab, and the fight was over because my nose started bleeding like crazy. The
That's
referee stopped the fight.
that's how it got stopped, huh?
Yep,
Man,
because of
man.
bleeding.
Well, it was a great fight in the pros. I know you didn't get the decision that you wanted, but it was a hell of a fight. I rewatched it last night, man.
Yeah,
And
look, listen. There's no the strongest fighter in the boxing. Somebody's supposed to lose. We both has like a we both were undefeated fighters. Somebody's supposed to win. He did his homework better. He deserved it. He showed the better boxing, better stamina. He was stronger, and there's no excuses. You know, like he was just better. So shit
I,
happens.
I tell you what, you made him eat a lot of straight right hands, though.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Now, I don't want to take too much of your time, Alex. I know it's
No
getting pretty
problem.
late over there in the Ukraine. I got one more
No.
question that almost every single fan wanted me to ask you.
Will I return?
Will you return?
Look, man, I don't know. I was saying the same stuff. I'm not planning to return. I'm sacrificed 23 years of my life to boxing. I'm not ashamed to tell that I was a boxer because I have some result. I have some achievement,
Got a
It's
lot
not
of
like,
achievements.
so yeah, so I'm not ashamed when people ask me and I say I'm a boxer, former,
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But never say never, like today I'm not looking for it. But again, like look, people saying like, hey, why didn't you fight Joe Smith, or why didn't you fight Bivol, why didn't you ask Colin Bitterbeer for rematch? Look, I can scream, but this is not my style. But since I'm announced my retirement, nobody never ever contact me with any proposal or something.
No offers.
So what I supposed to do? Yeah, no offers.
No offers.
So look, I'm feel great. I'm healthy. People say, "Oh, whoa, why do you retire so early?" Well, I'm still healthy. This is what most important.
Most important.
I'm not in the need of food or whatever. I'm good. If it happened or somebody gonna be something interesting, I will consider. But nothing gonna happen. Nothing happened so far. So
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay, well you answered it. Everybody hears you now. You look
All
in
right.
great shape though. You look in great shape, Alex. You look like you can get in the ring next week.
Well, no, I think I need much more time. It's like I always visiting gym, doing some weights, doing some backs. I even spar sometimes with a
Really?
like an easy guy. Yeah, and you start feeling it's like a distorted perception of reality. You start thinking, oh, I'm still good, I'm still cool, and then maybe like months ago when I was still in States, I sparred to look, it's not a high level guy. He has like a pro record couple fights, really low level guy, but he's a real guy. He's a real light heavyweight. And I sparred him 4 rounds, and then you start realizing where you're at. So it's not like the question of 2 months. You're supposed to probably, it also depends what you're looking for. If you're looking just for get your paycheck or, have another to sell, to buy another lose to your record. But this is not what I'm looking for. If
you
I
made a
would
great
like to
life for
come
yourself.
back, I would like to come back to the top level. But to do that, I don't know if it's still possible, man.
It's a lot of sacrifice, ain't it?
Yeah.
Lot of
I don't
sacrifice.
want to be a mediocre fighter. I don't want to
No.
be journeyman. I don't want to be a step up for the young boxers.
Exactly.
And to be on the top level, this is only way which can bring me back to the ring. But you know, it's very complicated.
Yeah, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of time away from the family.
For sure. Yep.
No, it's got to be rough. It's got to be rough. Well, you ended your record 18-1 with 14 knockouts, an 82% knockout ratio. That's more than most people can say.
You know what kind of fight I would definitely take? Like some guys like Jake Paul, whatever.
See, yeah.
Snoop Dogg. those kind of guys. But look, my name is not the big enough in the United States to make those kind of fights.
Maybe we can make it big enough with this interview. We'll call out Jake Paul together.
Maybe. Okay.
All right, Alex. I'll let you get back to your life, brother. I want to thank you again for the opportunity to speak with you. And anytime you want to hop back on here and do it again, I'd be more than happy to, Alex.
Thank you, Trent. Take care.
You too, brother. Have a good day. Okay.
Bye bye. You as well.
Bye.